1. A carefully laid trap, the path to U.S. entry into war. 2 years before Japan and the United States officially entered into conflict, the world was already engulfed in World War II. Germany's military was overwhelmingly dominant, sweeping through Europe with such force that no nation seemed capable of resisting. France had already fallen under Nazi control, and Britain was suffering heavy air raids over London, facing the imminent threat of collapse. Desperate, Britain appealed to the United States for support. At the time, much of America's economic elite, the establishment, was composed of people with British heritage. To them, the crisis facing their ancestral homeland was intolerable. Yet the majority of American citizens, still haunted by the bitter experience of World War I, were strongly opposed to becoming entangled in another European war. To win the presidency, Franklin Roosevelt pledged that he would never drag America into war. Meanwhile, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill was convinced that without U.S. intervention, Britain would fall. He persistently urged Roosevelt to provide support and ultimately join the war. Caught in this dilemma, Roosevelt devised a strategy. He would provoke another country into delivering a direct blow to the United States. If American territory never before attacked since its founding were struck and suffered significant damage, then war could be justified to the public. The nation chosen to play this role was Japan. In fact, as early as 1938, Showa 13, Roosevelt had already begun laying the groundwork. He personally contributed writing to a pamphlet condemning Japan's alleged war crimes and America's supposed complicity. The pamphlet featured names such as former Secretary of State Henry Stimson and other prominent figures. It described civilians, including women and children, being massacred by bombs dropped from the sky, despite the lack of factual basis for such claims. Even more astonishingly, the sponsor of this pamphlet was the Chiang Kai-shek regime. Using funds provided by the U.S. government, the Chinese nationalist government produced this material and lobbied American officials. The total amount spent on this influence campaign, adjusted to today's currency, is estimated to be around 5 trillion yen. Through such efforts, American public opinion gradually shifted toward anti-Japanese sentiment. Most Americans at the time had no desire for war with Japan. Nevertheless, the contents of the pamphlet were treated as representative of public opinion. And within a year, America terminated its commercial treaty with Japan. 3 years later, it formally declared war. This can be seen as a carefully orchestrated manipulation of public sentiment, laying the groundwork for the attack on Pearl Harbor.